Another favorite non-remake movie I have from the early 2000s, Joyride. Joyride got to be a trilogy. Didn't need, I don't know. Joyride was fun. And that's the kind of movie I like. I like that pointless, that kind of Hitcher style movie. I like a road trip. I like a seedy motel where there's a couple people. I mean, the premise is Paul Walker's character, Lewis, is talking on the phone with this girl he had a crush on for the longest time, but he never had the balls to talk to her. But then he like plays it up and he kind of lies a little bit. This movie acts kind of like a rom-com because all the stuff that Paul Walker does is like rom-com shit, like romantic comedy. Like, usually, guy sees girl, guy likes girl, guy wants to win girl over. So what does he do? He lies his ass off. And romantic comedies do that all the time, where there's always like, I should have looked this up before, but like most romantic comedies, it's usually a guy like pretending to be something that he's not, and he wins the girl over. But then at the last minute, she finds out, wait a minute, I thought blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, no, I was just, and she's like, oh, she finds out he's a fake. And he's like, well, or it's like a 10 things I hate about you type situation where it's like, I did on a bet, but then I fell in love with you. But then she finds out it was really like, it was a bet and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many of these movies that follow that formula that came out like between 1980 and 1989. I don't think they make them as much anymore. They did so, like, even The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville, that was the thing where it's like, well, I have to convince this girl that I'm handicapped so I can have time with her, and then she'll spend time with me and she'll like me. So it's this weird thing. This movie's like a horror movie, but he does the same thing essentially. He's like, yeah, we can, yeah, I could stop by and pick you up. And then he lies like, well, I could, I have a car. He lies and says he has a car. And he's like, I just have to, yeah, I could drive by and pick you up. So he cashes in his plane ticket. He gets a car. But then he gets a call from his mom, which throws the whole, like, the pin and everything. His mom's like, can you pick up your brother? He's in jail. And he's blah, blah. But his brother happens to be in jail along the way, his older brother. So he's like, yeah, I could do that. So he goes, he cashes in his plane ticket. He gets a new car. He goes and picks up his brother. His brother, instead of being grateful and cool, which he is kind of, but they haven't seen each other in years, his brother just makes things worse. Like something happened to the car and they had to get it worked on, so they take it to a shop, and his brother's like, well, we got a CB in there. It's like, we can make, we're watching it, like, after the 10th time I watched it, I've seen this movie a lot. It kind of makes sense. Okay, you got the CB so that you can hear, it's like, I don't know, it's like the person who made this movie didn't realize, like, there's a police scanner and a CB. They're two different things. And like one, like a police scanner, you can hear what's going on. In a CB, you can talk to other people about what's going on. Anyway, he got one. And then his brother gets bored because he's riding shotgun and not participating and contributing to the trip at all. So what does he do? He's like, I know, we should start prank calling people. Yeah, because that always ends well. So they prank call. And Lewis doesn't really want to do that anyway. He's just trying, it's like, dude, I didn't even want to pick you up. It's good to see you. It's cool. I'll take you to the next place, whatever. And then they get in touch with this guy named Rusty Nail, and they pretend to be Candy Cane, and they string him along, and it's fun. It's all shits and giggles, and they lead him to, they finally have to stop for the night, and they go to a seedy motel, and they go to check in. There's a big, like, older guy who's irate, and he bumps into Fuller. Fuller is Lewis's brother. And so when Fuller gets back out there, it's like, oh, I got an idea. Tell him to bring some pink champagne and meet us here in room 17 because they're in room 18, and we can listen to it. And the whole time Lewis is like, nah, I don't really want to do that. It's like, oh, dude, it's going to be funny. It's going to be so funny. So he does it. And so they're sitting there and they hear like a ruckus. Then the next day they get up and the police are there. And they're like, uh-oh. Because they're like, oh shit, something bad happened. They're like, that guy was kind of big and he's kind of pissed. Did he kill the truck driver? But then they find out the truck driver ripped the jaw off of the angry guy. And now the truck driver, somehow the truck driver just all, Rusty Nail already knows. It's almost like, I know it's you guys, but I'm going to rip this guy's jaw off anyway, just to scare you and then come after you and kill you guys and follow you. So they're freaked out. They're like, all right, we're going to get out of here. They're going to hit the road. And, okay, so far that does not sound like a rom-com. I know. Rom-com part comes up where they fucked with this guy. They started some shit. The shit ain't over. The guy knows. He's like, I'm going to fuck you guys up. And on schedule, Lewis and his brother arrive at Venna's place. Venna's the girl that he had a crush on and wants to get together with. And so they drive there. Do they let Venna know the events of the night before? Nope. That's the false pretense of like, yeah, we're cool. I'm going to give you a ride back there. Like, because had she known that these jackasses had created a dangerous situation, like, that's you guys aren't who I think you are. You guys are fucking lying to me. And then they bring her into the situation where it's like, yeah, this guy's going to try and kill us. You should come with us. She didn't know that part. So she goes with them. And they hang out. And they go to a bar. And at some point it gets weird because, like, Fuller, Lewis's older brother, like, starts getting eyes on Venna. And it's not like Fuller's a little bit older. Like, Fuller's like a lot older. Like, Fuller and Lewis didn't go to high school together. There's a gap. They're like 7 years apart or something. So like this girl's really young. It's one thing if like I'm a freshman and you're a sophomore and you're trying to steal my girl, but it's like, dude, you were in college our freshman year. You were college age our freshman year. So it got kind of weird. Then he did some stuff. It's like, I think Lewis passed out, but Venna's like, Venna is easy because Venna's like, I don't really want either of you guys. I want to ride over there. So maybe Venna's I don't know. Venna didn't do anything wrong, but the plot thickens. Rusty Nail is after them, and he's following them, and he follows them everywhere. He's like embarrassed and humiliated, and he's pissed. But he keeps like there's no way for them. I mean, he did originally say, you guys could apologize. And at first they're like, yeah, you don't know who we are. We're anonymous. We don't have to apologize. So he gave him that one out, but it's like, that's your one out. But then he kept following him. But then he brought Vanna into it, which kind of makes sense. Like, if you're going to kill somebody and you kill them, well, then they're dead and the suffering's over. But if you bring in like somebody they care about and you make that person suffer in front of them, that's worse. That's worse than your quick death. But then he just keeps going and going. And Rusty Nail catches up with them. He captures Venna, hooks her up in a room, rigs the doorknob with a cable attached to a shotgun trigger, just pointing at her face, and then he makes calls, and it's up to these guys. It's up to these guys to stop it, because if you open the front door, her head gets blown off. So you got to go in from the back. But Rusty Nail's also in there. So the cops show up, and the cops are going in room by room, breaking in door by door. You're like, it's going to be that one? The point is, Lewis was not honest with Venna. Venna was always honest. Venna was honest with Lewis in terms of like, she's like, I don't want you. I don't care about you. You're my friend. Oh, if you can help me, that's cool. But Lewis was like, oh, wait. Because she's like, if you can help me, if you can give me a ride down there, that would be awesome. Because I do like you, I like talking to you. And what he heard was, really? If I give you a ride down there, you'll fuck me? She's like, no, I never said that. He's like, I'm going to cash this plane ticket in and go buy a car. Because I want to get laid. She's like, no, I never said you're getting laid. We're not a couple. That's not how I... Lewis, hello? So, I don't know if the guys kind of get what they deserve. The girl gets in the most danger. Good movie, though. That was not a fair assessment of the whole thing. But I love that movie. Because it's not a completely original concept. I love road movies. Road movies, seedy motels, shitty motels, shit happening. It's like, oh, there's shit happening. It's like if you're living in an apartment complex and you look and it's like, when you can see the backside, when you can see like all the balconies next to each other, it's like, there's a box, there's a box, there's a box. It's like all these boxes, like what's going on in all these boxes? So interesting. It's like, this person's probably having the best day of their life. This person has the worst day. This guy's killing somebody. I don't know. It's crazy. It's funny what happens when you stack humans on top of each other. I don't know if this really makes any sense. Now I totally want to eat some Taco Bell. Oh, Joyride, great movie. I don't think I spoiled it. There's 3 of them, so. First one's good. Second one's all right. Third one is a piece of crap, but you have to watch it because it's Joyride. So, and it was funny because J.J. Abrams, like, I think he wrote the script. Because it's 2001, so it's pre all the greatness J.J. Abrams can bring. But it's still a good movie. It might be the only J.J. Abrams movie where there's no time travel. Where it's like, J.J. Abrams wrote this. Maybe, does that mean that Rusty Nail's from the future? The Gilligan Award goes to Fuller for being a jackass, getting a CB, and forcing Lewis to play along. It was also probably his idea not to tell Venna about what was going on. Not to mention, he wasn't even supposed to be there. And he tried to hook up with her. I've heard there's a Joyride 4 in the works. I don't know if that's good or bad. What did we learn? Survival tips! Don't prank people, not even on a CB. When a psycho asks you to apologize, just apologize. Don't cockblock serial killers. There actually is a Lone Star Motel. There's at least 2. There's one in Texas and one in Nevada. You can go online and read the shitty reviews about it. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.